could be this simple forever. While we're young, hearts are beating. While we're young, gonna chase the feeling. No sense in looking backwards. Right now is all that matters. While we're young, we'll be chasing down.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Big, I guess I might have talked about this, but we are at Safety Plus in Tallapoosa, Georgia. We're having it, our Safety Plus steering control system installed tomorrow here at the factory. We just got here. We're gonna go inside and say hi and check in, and our install is for tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we're in their parking lot where they're letting us boondock, and then just waiting. Everybody's gonna come. We're gonna go say hi. So yeah, super excited. Get this thing professionally installed and then aligned and everything, so it's gonna be good. And I think we have a factory tour also, so we'll get to see their whole factory process and everything, so it's gonna be awesome. So stick around, we're gonna go in a few minutes. All right.
Wow, special treat.
Safety Plus dog.
Yes, we gotta give them swag too. Absolutely. All right, well, y'all want to get settled? I can get them a couple of goodie bags. And you're welcome.
All right.
Then y'all come in and say hello to everybody.
Will do.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well. Yeah, we'll ask. Wait. Wait. Come here.
Right, me.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Better check in for your appointment tomorrow?
Yeah, Tammy just came outside. We said we could come in and say hi to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Our office is first office down the left.
Oh.
Come on in.
Come in?
Yeah!
Thank you.
As long as he don't mind getting loved on.
Oh, yeah, he won't mind that one bit.
Hey, Odie, say hi.
Hey!
Odie, look.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to love that.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you.
Oh, hi.
Hey, again.
Oh, look at this puppy. Oh,
Oh.
my goodness.
She's a rescue, so.
So is he? Well, kind of, yeah.
Really?
She's so
Oh, she showed up one day out here.
Really?
And
Oh,
it took us
yeah,
about
tell
a
me
month
about it.
to catch her.
Really?
And then Kylie and her boyfriend adopted her,
Oh, I
so.
love that.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name's Nala.
Oh, Nala, like from the
Yes,
Lion King.
Nala. She might bark in a minute
So
to say
cute.
hey.
Oh, that's okay.
She might let you pet them. She's still a little skinny.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
coming around. She's getting there.
I know.
Hey, big guy.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's so.
Oh, I know, Odie. Look, I know.
Honey.
You want me to hold that? Oh, what, are you making yourself at home here?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're so cute.
Yeah, so she's our.
Oh, I can't believe she was just like hanging out.
Now
Well,
I
I didn't say you
think.
could get her.
Yeah. She's still a puppy, but she's 9
Yeah,
months
she
now.
is. She just looks so.
Yeah.
She looks like a baby.
Yeah.
That baby face.
She don't pet her around.
Don't go
and-
pet her. Just put your hand down and let her sniff you. Oh.
Hi. She's come a long way. This is
Hi.
Kylie, Ainsley, Miss Kathy.
Hello, nice to meet you.
everyone.
Who's the big guy?
This is Odie.
Odin. Yeah. He's a rescue too.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She's a lot smaller than your dog.
Yeah.
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 All right. So I can show y'all where the lounge is, introduce y'all to that. Y'all want to come with me?
Yeah, let's go this way. Go follow. Go ahead.
Just make yourselves at home. This is Kelsey. This is Alexis.
Hello.
Hi. Okay.
All right.
Just making yourself at home.
Come on this way.
Just fine.
Look at that gorgeous tree. Hi.
This is Josh and Ricky. These are the Alexis
All right.
and their family. Say Say hey.
That's your idea, girls. Okay, tomorrow?
Okay,
Yes.
bless you.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. 10 in the morning.
I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and say
Aw.
butter to the
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on. Hi.
I think David wanted to meet.
He's so down. He's so excited.
Yeah.
Look how pretty it is in here.
Yeah,
It's like
this
a house.
Thank you.
Like, it's like
Yeah,
a
it's
home.
like,
Hey, David. This is JP.
Hey, David.
How are you? Y'all
Good.
come on in. How was your trip?
Oh, it was good. We came from Lake Oconee,
Oh, nice.
so we
Y'all
stayed
have a
there.
seat.
Oh, Odie. You want to say hello?
You came from which way?
Sit down.
I guess it's Greensboro, Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we were there for a couple days. We just
Okay.
pit stopped over there.
I hear you. How are
Yeah.
y'all? You doing good?
Yeah.
You having
No,
fun?
we're fine. We've got plenty of supplies. Thank you.
Siberian Husky.
He is-
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's a
So
husky.
you're gonna be here tonight and then get your install tomorrow?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
would we be able to stay till Saturday?
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
Yeah. That
Just,
shouldn't be any issue.
Yeah, I was still trying to figure out where to hop along, and I don't know what time would be done tomorrow. If it's gonna be too late in the night, and
Yeah, that
So-
shouldn't be an issue.
All right.
Yeah.
then brought some stuff for you guys. Little
Oh my goodness, yeah, like I Thank you.
little stuff for all you guys
so
here.
much. That is awesome, man. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you're originally out of
Long Island, New York.
okay.
Extra.
Okay.
So we're actually heading back up there for Christmas,
Are you?
and then we've been kind of floating around North Carolina, Virginia, and
Yeah.
we've been in South Carolina, and then
Okay.
plotted it on the map, and I was like, hey, we could come visit you guys.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah, I was actually born in North Carolina and grew up in South Carolina.
all right.
Wow.
That's why I don't sound like I'm from anywhere near New York or anywhere. Nobody ever says, hey, you're from Jersey, aren't you? They never say that
Yeah.
to me. But yeah, I know those areas well.
Yeah, we were in Myrtle Beach for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. I lived there. I lived in Charleston.
Yeah, we
Oh,
went
we were
there.
in
We just
Charleston, too.
yeah, we
Isn't
were
that
in
pretty
Charleston.
cool?
Yeah, Charleston's
So
beautiful.
Yeah, it's an older place.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of historic, you know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Charles.
You like Charleston? Did you see the horses and the buggies going down the road?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Cobblestone
No.
streets.
She might have been on her tablet.
Oh, I hear you. Okay. How old are y'all? How old are you?
5
5.
and a half.
Oh my goodness, you're getting old. Do you feel old? No?
This one's sneaking away. He's 3.5.
I hear you, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, my
he's-
goodness.
Y'all have a
Not
beautiful
3 and a
family.
half.
Thanks.
Oh yes, he is
Certainly
3
do.
and a half.
Where are you going, buddy?
Don't blink. I know a lot of old people like me tell you all the time, don't blink. Mine are adults now.
Mhm.
Oh my
They
Yeah,
grow up
it's-
fast.
It's going fast,
Yeah.
but we get to see them every day. So
Man, that's awesome.
We're
I'll
so.
tell you, RVs, you get a lot of freedom that other stuff just doesn't do.
Yeah.
You know,
so
very good.
yeah, we're pretty lucky right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, if you, you know, if y'all want to just enjoy this evening or whatever, we'll get together tomorrow if you want to, you know, do some walking around, talking,
Yeah.
whatever we need to do.
All right.
I usually
Yeah.
get in between 8 and 8:30.
Okay.
And what time?
All right, so we had a little meet and greet with all the employees of Safety Plus and David Leake, the Chief Executive Officer, I'm pretty sure, or the head honcho. That's what I'm going to call him. David, he's the head honcho. He's the one that that I originally had reached out to and spoke to on the phone, and he's the one that ended up sponsoring us with the Safety Plus unit. So it was great to meet him in person and meet everybody who works here. So our appointment is 10 a.m. We're here boondocking. This is their huge factory field. They actually said they're going to be expanding, putting, I think they said, a installation garage, and they're also going to be putting some boondocking or full hookup spots for RVs that come down here for installs, so you wouldn't have to boondock or dry camp. So here we are. And that's their building over there. And Yeah, we're in Tallapoosa, Georgia. So unfortunately, we're running the generator because everything is set to go with the solar. I just have to do the wiring from the inverter to the panel. So I have to do the 12 volt wiring and then the 110. What'd I do?
I'm gonna show the camera what we're doing while we're here boondocking.
What?
Tell them about
That we're
what you
boondocking?
did as MacGyver.
Oh, no.
You should tell them.
Oh. So to add insult to injury, our solar system is 95% done, and our house batteries that we came with our RV are completely dead, totally wiped. So I wasn't able to start the generator. We had no light, no 12 volt system. So I tried to jump the generator directly. That didn't work. So then I actually just hooked up the Jeep and then connected that to the house batteries here, and then we were able to get the generator to start, and now we have power. So we are living on the generator for a little while. So I'm gonna need probably another day just to do this final connections for the solar, and then we'll be good to go. But more on that later. Super excited. Tomorrow we're gonna get the RV in 10 a.m. They're gonna install the Safety Plus unit, and then the technician who is going to do the install is also gonna take a look at our tie rod, our drag link, and Safety Plus does a lot of other stuff for steering control systems for your RV and all heavy duty trucks. So they're going to take a look at our system. Our chassis is a 2007, so it's now at 14 years, going on 15 years. So it's all original still. So they're going to take a look at that, make sure everything is good. If it's not, we're going to do some upgrades. So yeah, see you in the morning. We're gonna cook some dinner and then get some rest because travel day. See you in the morning.
Bad now, just wait 20 years. The country be ran by people who were homeschooled and taught by day drinkers.
Yep.
I love that. That was cool.
Yeah, that's my wife's.
That was cool.
So, yeah, like I say, he'll do that inspection because most people don't get under their coaches.
Yeah.
So he'll make sure there's
Just I don't want to do nothing out in the rain, out in the wetness. So I'm gonna do pretty much everything up front. Then, when I know for a fact I'm not having to use this bait again until I do his alignment, it'll come in here. I'll do everything in the rear.
Okay.
Because your factory rear sway bar is non-functional.
Oh, I think we're putting on a new sway bar.
Yes, but it's a addition
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a
to
replacement.
the factory.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So it's going to work more than the factory one, but it's not going to work as good without the
Gotcha.
factory. As of right, I mean, you heard that clicking?
Yeah.
That bang? That was your rear sway bar.
Okay.
His bushings and all are gone.
One bracket is broke and gone. One bracket is there with no bushings.
All right.
I'm saying that's why
Yeah.
we do the
So,
inspections before anything is done. Yeah, with the sway bars, some of them you have to add 2 sway bars to them.
I might have recently just lost that because I know I heard something funny.
So that might have been what it was.
Might have been.
Might have been. Do you have any other questions or anything?
No. I guess hopefully everything works out.
Oh,
yeah.
DJ have you right. DJ have you right. But upstairs. That's the one thing, you know, we only have like 6 different series of shocks.
Mm-hmm.
Your mounting hardware kit is what's chassis specific.
Right.
Upstairs is where all the brackets are made, all the kits are made, everything for each of the coaches.
It's a 08 Winnebago and a 07 chassis.
then it's the ball 5 no matter what.
Okay. So if you want to see that bracket, I'll show you that bracket. That's your bracket.
Right.
Your anchor bracket. This goes around your tie rod. With the U-bolts. And
New bolts.
unit mounts in between.
Yeah.
And that's as simple as it is. You know, these are all locking nuts. So as they get tightened, they create new threads, so they don't back out. So they're all single-use nuts. So if we ever have to replace any of these, we have to replace the nut, the bolt, everything.
Oh.
And whatnot.
Cool.
Those are radius rods. Those are drag links over there. So this is for the front of the coach. That's for the back of the coach. We do have MCUs, which are for coaches with airbags. It's basically like a metering block. So when there's a big force put on it, it restricts the flow out, so you don't get that sudden back and forth.
Yeah.
And then for Freightliner chassis, we also do bell cranks. And because a lot of people will put on a safety plus, like, well, I just don't feel that. I don't feel the safety plus working well. Their bell crank's bad. So there's that play in the bell crank, and safety plus is tracking. It's true and straight, but playing the bell crank, you still have this.
Yeah.
So there's an option to get that fixed as well.
All right.
And then the adjustable drag links for 4 chassis, so the steering wheel will read straight.
Yeah, we're gonna have that.
It's purely a cosmetic thing.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Yeah, we're gonna have that put in too.
You gonna get that put in? Now that's gonna be a little, I won't say time consuming, but getting it adjusted just right to where, because sitting still it'll read straight, but then as you start going, so it's kind of, he's gonna have to probably move it back and forth a couple of times, making sure it settles in. So what all are you getting? The Safety Plus sway bar, right?
Yeah, the sway bar is front and back, and then the drag link.
Drag link. Okay.
And then alignment.
Alignment. Okay.
Right, so figure while we're here, might as well
get the whole package.
Yeah.
I like it. For any type of suspension component on motorhome, figure stuff like that. So this is where you can come in, see, touch, feel, and see what's getting put on their coaches.
Right.
Okay. Obviously, I run the shipping and receiving department here.
Okay.
Everything comes in, goes out through me, except for installs. This is our finished goods here. Safety Pluses, Conies, track bars, Sumos, sway bars. This side.
Gotcha.
Okay. And on our production side is over here, and you can take pictures, just not video.
Okay.
Over here.
Best worker.
My brain is.
Oh, look at that.
My brain is.
If you want to get a creeper, you can roll under there if you like, sir.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's the Safety Plus. There it is. It's so cool. All right, so we're here in the install bay at Safety Plus. BJ, the tech, he just put on our Safety Plus unit literally in 5 minutes while I was at the back talking. Super quick. He's going to do our drag link, and then we're going to get front and rear sway bars put on. We're also going to get an alignment, and then he also told me my rear sway bar, factory sway bar, is screwed. So I wonder where. Let's see. That's the one down there. All right, and here's our new drag link that's going to be going in. This thing is beefy.
120. Okay.
one don't want to come so easy. Dad ain't seen this better life.
Yeah. That's the old drag bank.
Yes, sir.
Look at this thing.
Every bit of its guts were starting to spill out.
Yeah, you can see the boots are like all
Yep, they're crushed.
crap. It looks like rusty grease coming out of the boots. Oh yeah, they're all. That's why we're replacing it.
Yep.
Alright, want me to get that?
I was about to say, if you could, but if not, I can do it.
I got it.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. See it moving.
This is just a rough set of the drag link. For when we go on the road test, it's going to give us a semi straighter wheel than what we had to start with. Then after the true setting of the Safety Plus in its true center, the steering wheel might still be off a little bit.
Okay.
We'll bring it back, and ultimately after we know the Safety Plus is truly centered up, we can fine adjust the actual true center of the steering wheel.
Gotcha.
I'm just doing a rough set.
Right.
Now. Because keep in mind, we still got to adjust the Safety Plus.
Yeah, it's a little bit off to the right, but
okay.
But there's way less play in it because I can feel it resist right here.
Yep.
And right here. Used to be able to just like swing it.
Okay.
So that's definitely a big difference.
And that's pretty much setting hard on the power steering pump.
Right.
So it's like you can still turn it, but you have no power steering to help you turn it.
Right.
So I believe after we do the adjustment of the Safety Plus and or the alignment, it probably might bring it a little bit truer. If not, then that's where the adjustment comes in to fine tune that.
Okay.
So
awesome.
All right, now we'll start working on that front sway bar. That probably weighs about as much as your youngest child.
Probably.
No, I mean, I'm probably dead serious.
Oh yeah, probably more.
So,
this thing is beefy.
compared to what's on there, that's a night and day difference. Yeah, 87.
So you put this on conjunction with the stock one that's already there?
Nope.
Or this replaces?
This completely replaces the factory
Okay.
bar. Pretty much everything about that factory sway bar gets replaced. So, pretty much new frame bracket, new drop links, new hardware, new bushings, and ultimately the only thing about the factory sway bar that stays the same It's the 4 bolts that actually mount it to the axle.
Okay.
It's the only thing that stays the same.
Sure.
Everything else gets fully.
All new stuff.
Yep.
Cool. And that's all the bracket and everything?
Yes, sir. Ultimately,
Wow.
the frame gonna mount straight up to your frame. Then ultimately the dog bone will come off of that, and then the sway bar will hang
Right
off
there.
of that and go straight to your axle.
Cool.
So. And the one that's on there now, it's literally that,
Yeah.
and it pinches the essentially drop link between the frame and the little bar.
Okay.
So there's just a bolt going through it.
So there's be a big improvement.
Yes. After a big headache.
You got to get the bolts out.
Yeah, I got to get the old factory stuff off.
All right, so I'm outside just taking Odie on a little P-brake. BJ's installing the front sway bar, so he's going to do that. And then we also got the rear sway bar going in, and then we still got to do a road test and an alignment. It's about 12:35, so maybe another hour or two, hopefully. And then, yeah. But so far, this place is really cool, and I highly suggest that if you don't have it, you should get the Safety Plus on your coach. And come down here to the factory to get it installed. They do give you a complimentary install if you buy it here at their factory headquarters. And also, I'm going to put right now on the screen our discount code, so that way you can order from them directly and get your unit and get a discount. And I'll put that on the screen right now. And yeah, check it out. All right, so we're going to go back in and check more on the installation progress. There's the old factory bar, and there's our new bar.
The little Steady Plus sticker.
Steady Plus.
Yes, sir.
No, the red thing.
The red thing, that's the cart for him to wheelie onto the RV.
Miami?
Yeah, your RV. See, it helps him go on his back.
Huh?
And then he can go underneath and do work.
And it gets more juicy in a fix.
Yeah, and fix.
What is that? The red thing again. That done yet?
Ooh, smoking. Yep, you got them all.
Wow, that was.
And what comes from inside the screwdriver?
No, the smoke is from the nuts and the bolts being so hot.
Oh.
Yeah, so hot.
How?
I'm actually afraid to touch them.
Yeah, I'd be afraid too.
Me too. And hot.
Yeah, it might be hot.
They are definitely hot.
Yeah.
Inside that.
That's the biggest impact I got,
Mhm.
and it was even struggling.
Yeah. Well, I guess they didn't use anti-seize.
Yeah, no.
All right, so these bolts have been on there obviously for 15 years. All right. All right, we're gonna go back. We'll check in with you later, and hopefully we get this rear track bar on, because then it's alignment time, and then road testing. So we're almost done. 220.
Total toes looking good, cross camber's looking good, even camber period's looking good, even though sometimes a red number is not a bad number. So even if that number was like severely whacked, if it was 50 positive or 50 negative, you got something bent back there. So with that number being where it's at, you're beautiful. All right, so lock. All right. So she's mirrored. She's mirrored. Caster's good, camber's good. Total toe is well in spec. Unlock that driver's side. Oh, now it tips over. So you know, did you know of the owners before you?
Not so much, just from what we...
Alright, because I can just about safely tell you they have taken this to a legit mechanic shop, and they have had them purposely set that particular wheel towed in and the driver wheel essentially at a zero toe. So ultimately it's like this. So what that tells me is the people before you, they never passed anybody. They stayed solely in that right hand lane, and they made it purposely fight the crown of the road. So they constantly just was going against what the road was telling it to do. At least that's what I see in these numbers. They're still an overall spec of what where they need to be, but they purposely had that ball joint taken out of the actual tie rod, spun, and reinstalled, and they purposely left that other one just the way it was set. So honestly, I don't think there's really no real adjustment to be made.
All right. Yeah.
Because where it's at now, where it's at now says you are not per se fighting your wheels. You're correcting for the road.
Okay.
Yeah. That looks beautiful. If it was mine, there would be no point in trying to adjust it.
Yeah.
Unless you really went some. One day we will be able to do it, but until then, unless you went somewhere that could purposely pop that one ball joint out and straighten that wheel up to mirror the other one, then there will be an adjustment that you could make.
All right.
But as it sits, I wouldn't touch it.
All right. Sounds good.
It was just a check.
Okay.
So
Cool.
break it down. And I keep you, I wished.
Oh, maybe if you ask Santa.
My landlord won't allow me to have puppies. I wished.
So we're gonna go on a drive with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Show
All
us.
right. Pretty much we'll go out and we'll make a right-hand turn. Hey.
Oh, you're keeping it for a 5-minute ride.
Oh yeah, that's where I sit. That's what he does to me. Nudges my elbow every 2 seconds.
I'm gonna swing a little bit wide just to keep the rear end from dropping off into that hole. Hey. Yeah, I had a husky and collie mix.
Oh no, that's been beautiful.
He had one blue and one brown eye.
Oh my.
Alright, we're gonna be looking for any primary right hand pulls, any primary left hand pulls. So we got an ABS light on.
Yeah, it's been coming on and then it goes off after a little bit.
Okay. So how does it feel to you?
I definitely noticed on that parking lot I didn't feel it was rolling as much.
Alright. Does it feel like it's wanting to pull
I feel like it's going a little to the right.
Okay. On the next road we get onto, there'll be a spot where we can pull over and I'll make an adjustment. We'll kind of go up into the middle of that little dead road. Alright, you're good. Alright, hold tension on the wheel right where you come to a stop at. Put her in park for me, please.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Tweak something.
Alright, at the stop sign right up here, we're going to make a left.
Okay.
Ultimately, we're going to be taking it to the interstate, putting the real test in on it. Ain't very much water, but it's enough to get you wet and get you chilly.
So do you adjust the Safety Plus collar?
The tie rod bracket.
Okay.
All right, fingers crossed that I didn't go too far. If I went too far, it'll start to want to pull left and stop wanting to go right.
Feels a little bit like it wants to go right.
Alright. Just before we make it to the interstate, there's going to be a Exxon store to our left.
Okay.
We're going to pull into there and I'm going to make another adjustment. So does it still feel like it's wanting to pull to the right on you?
Yeah, I still feel like I got to adjust a little left.
Okay. We're going to turn into the Exxon store just right up here. We're going to make this very first exit right before their sign. Good. You got a little bit of left-hand tension pulled into her.
Yep.
And let's just right there. Hold that tension. Hey, puppy.
but it's so much less.
It's so more moderate. It's more along the lines of a woman pirouette versus a manly back.
Alright, good morning everybody. We are on the road. We stayed at a Jellystone about 5 miles away from the Safety Plus factory for following our installs. We got here late last night because the install took longer than anticipated, just because they had to deal with a lot of rusted bolts that had to be cut off. So we are driving to Spartanburg, and this is going to be the real first true test of the Safety Plus steering control unit and our new sway bars, because we have about a 3.5 hour journey. We're going to take a 2-hour trip and then stop at Walmart to get some supplies. So we'll see how everything works. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching this video about our long but awesome day at Safety Plus headquarters, getting the Safety Plus steering control system installed, a new front sway bar, a rear sway bar, and then we had obviously our alignment done, and then the road test. So once we left Safety Plus, we motored probably for a week straight, 7 to 10 days, to get back to New York to visit our folks for Christmas time. So I put a lot of miles back on the RV with this whole new setup, and I gotta say that it was awesome. The biggest thing I would tell you is that when we get passed by a big rig, or when we pass a big rig, we don't get that real bad push from the air that's going between our rig and like an 18-wheeler. We don't get pushed off the road anymore. It's not like you're going straight and you don't feel anything anymore. You still feel it, but it's just like the Safety Plus just helps push the wheels back to center. And then I will tell you that you do not need a death grip on the steering wheel anymore, so that is awesome. Helps reduce driver fatigue, so you can drive a little longer and not, get to where you're going and not be like, ah. So yeah, definitely worth it. Other than that, I can tell you we've now since put a lot of miles on this setup, and it's been awesome. The front and rear sway bars make a huge difference with the body roll. So I can tell you, when we go over bumps or make turns, we used to have maybe 4 to 5 good rocks where we would make a turn or hit a bump that would throw the coach one way, and we would basically sway back and forth. That has been reduced to about 2 or 3, and it's very slight, which is great because then all the stuff doesn't move around. What else can I say? Yeah, it's just overall better handling of our RV, and it's just made driving that much easier. So again, I just want to say big thanks to David Leake and Tammy at Safety Plus for having us there, taking great care of us while we boondocked and while we stayed overnight, and everything, just the whole install. It basically, they got us in at like 10 a.m. and we probably didn't leave their factory till around 6:30 by the time we were done with the road test. BJ, the mechanic who did the full installation, he had to battle the rear end to get that rear sway bar on with all the rusted and stuck bolts that were factory. So he had a bear of a job, and he did amazing. And then you would think that once somebody's been working that long that they would want to rush you through the road test process, but no, never felt rushed. He wanted to make sure we got everything right, that we were comfortable, and that we were good to go. It was a great experience. And I don't know if he caught it on the video, but when he was doing the alignment, there was one point, and I kind of like showed it in the video, where he came out of our RV and he took off boot covers. So that really says something about their care for your RV. We've brought our RV to plenty of places where mechanics have just trampled in with their dirty boots and just left smudge marks all over the place. Every time BJ went into our RV, he had those boot covers on, and there was not a mark anywhere. So big props for that. Alright, I know this was a long video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you got to see a little bit of behind the scenes that goes on at Safety Plus. Again, I'll put our discount code down below. You have to order from Safety Plus directly for the code to work. Outside websites won't work, and I highly recommend you go to their factory to get the install done. Just so you know, Safety Plus, with our partnership, gave us the steering control unit, and then we decided to upgrade for the front and rear sway bars and the drag link. So that was on our end that we paid out of pocket for, and when you go there, installation is free, so you can't beat that. So alright, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along on our awesome fun RV journey throughout the country. We got a lot of videos coming out, and we're having a lot of fun. Alright, thanks everybody. Really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.